I'm at the press junket for the new Kate Beckinsale movie Whiteout, in which she plays the U.S. Marshal who is positioned in Antarctica. Sounds very cold to me. Let's look at my interview with Kate. Hello, Kate.
Hello, Ron.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
You look very summery, but it seemed like it was really cold when you were filming this.
Yeah, it was. I wouldn't be wearing this out there, that's for sure. It was minus 50 degrees. It was like I'd never known anything like it in my life.
Did you have to prepare yourself in a way that you didn't before for movies?
The really big difference was that every time I've done an action movie before, I've been in a costume that allows freedom of movement, whereas we had so many clothes on and great big huge snow boots and hats and goggles and gloves, and that was actually for me the biggest challenge, was how to actually, you know, get through the fight scenes so you could see what was happening.
And you're the only girl amongst all those hot guys. How was that?
It was really fun. I have 4 brothers, so I'm actually used to being the only girl, and they were some of the best boys I've ever worked with. I love them all dearly. We had a brilliant, brilliant time.
Of course, you come from a dynasty of actors, your parents, and do you see in your daughter like a future?
She says she doesn't want to be an actress, she says she wants to be a writer, but I said that, so I don't know. She's done a movie, she did it, the last movie I did. She played the young me.
But if she says to you one day, Mommy, I want to be an actress, so you say, please don't?
I don't see how I could. I mean, you know, I'm doing it. You know, I don't think so. But it'd be nice if she keeps her options open.
Thank you so much. It was
You're
a pleasure.
welcome. Nice to see you.
And Kate's next movie is Everybody's Fine, in which she's co-starring with none other than Robert De Niro. And now let's continue our coverage of the new fall season. This week we'll be looking at NBC's schedule that will be split into 2 because of the Vancouver Winter Olympics. NBC has cleaned house, cancelling more shows than any other network, with 15 among them powerhouse ER, Deal or No Deal, Live, Lipstick Jungle, Kath and Kim, My Own Worst Enemy, Kings, and Medium, which is jumping ship to CBS, and My Name is Earl, who is still seeking a new home in another network. The new schedule will of course be dominated by Jay Leno taking over the 10 p.m. time slot 5 nights a week, and later in February by the Winter Olympics from Vancouver. Because of the Olympics, NBC has decided to split its season into 2. Among the returning shows this season are Heroes, Chuck, Law & Order, and Law & Order SVU, as well as Rookie Southland. In the comedy side, we'll see the return of 30 Rock, The Office, as well as the so-called spin-off Parks and Recreation. On the reality show side, we'll see The Biggest Loser taking over all of Tuesday's primetime schedule, a concept we've seen other networks implementing too. Among the new shows are Trauma, which happens in San Francisco, General's ER, and comes from executive producer Peter Berg, who himself starred in a medical drama many years ago, Chicago Hope. Parenthood is another one of those blockbuster movies who somehow become a TV show, just that this one came about 20 years later. In the TV version, which is produced by the same people who produced the 1989 movie, the Steve Martin role is portrayed by Peter Krause as a father of 4 trying to keep his sanity. In the second half of the season in March, we'll see the debut of Day One, about the aftermath of a global ecological event. Mercy is yet another hospital drama, but this time from the nurse's point of view. 100 Questions is a sitcom about a girl who needs to ask way too many questions to find Mr. Right. Community is a sitcom about life in a community college starring Chevy Chase. And finally, The Marriage Reef marks Jerry Seinfeld's return to primetime, although all the details are still under wraps. And it still remains to be seen if NBC's decision to cut its primetime schedule to only 3 original hours per night in order to welcome the new Jay Leno show was a wise decision. And that's a wrap for entertainment. Always a pleasure connecting you to Hollywood from the Whiteout junket at the Luxe Hotel in West LA. I know it doesn't look like it. I'm Ron Jacobsohn.